Welcome to my final project, the bed actuator. Why I made this was due to my friend's dad having ALS. ALS is the same disease that Stephen Hawking had and died from. This machine's main purpose is to be able to facilitate my friend's dad in moving his bed with 6 servo motors connected via Bluetooth to his computer. As we can see here, this is the interface which I created to create the connection to the Bluetooth module on my Arduino. My Arduino just runs C code, and this allows it to control the servos and different servo movements according to how and which characters come from the computer to the Bluetooth module. Here we see finally the box being created and the Arduino inside. I created these 6 holes inside of the box for me to be able to push the buttons on his remote with these 6 servos, which are now wired up to the Arduino, as we can see here. I also added a small blue LED on the breadboard just to see when I can use when the board is live. You can also see the Bluetooth module here is perfectly well communicating since it's not blinking red. We now have an in-depth look as to all the wiring on the Arduino. It's very sensitive wiring, I must admit, and I've had many problems with making sure that the wiring does not come detached. Now here I'm simply testing out the program and making sure that all the wires are properly connected to the proper ports on my Arduino. All the servos seem to be working well here. You cannot really see it very well because the servos move approximately 20 degrees, just enough for the button to be pushed down on the remote. One of the challenges here was to make sure that I had the proper location for the servos, since as you can see, I do not have the remote on me. This is a surprise, so I didn't want to make it obvious that I'm building this. Now this is what I thought was going to be the final version of the device. As you can see, I have push rods which are now connected to the servos and now allow me to push on the buttons. However, in the final version, this will not work, and I will need to connect the remote all the way up at the top, as you can see, which I made a design right there on the box, top of the box. This is the final version, and this is the remote connected to the box. Thank you, CS50x, for teaching me how I can possibly build this.